Okay, sitting here with Mr. Jeff Blumberg himself, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the ACEs webinar coming up, and that is July 16th.
Yes, Thursday, right?
Thursday, that's
Yeah.
right. Good. So we're taking up the subject of human evaluation and prediction
hmm
on the subjects of hiring, spotting the patient that shouldn't be in the
Sure.
practice. We were talking about it. You just said something very interesting. I was talking about on the subject of hiring and what you're going to be covering. But I love what you just said with regards to, you're going to make mistakes now and again.
Sure.
Can you touch on that?
Well, first off, early happy 4th of July to my fellow American clients. And actually, we're filming this on Canada Day. So to our Canadian clients, happy Canada Day. So you're probably not watching this today because you're hanging out doing Canada Day. But yeah, as far as making mistakes on spotting tones, you're going to make them. It's going to happen. But generally speaking, you can eliminate 80-90% of the potential errors. I mean, there's obviously the person you're going to run into who you immediately just go, ick, oh my gosh, what's going on? But usually the ones that, at least that what I've found with clients, that they tend to get wrapped around are, your people in that covert hostility band. Get introduced to somebody who's allegedly enthusiastic and they're not. But a big portion of whether this person actually, the acid test always is, can the person produce? It is usually the acid test. I mean, there's other things you're going to look at as well, but you're going to make mistakes. People are going to make mistakes. But then again, the other side of that is how long you wait to correct the mistake, because then fixed ideas start to enter in. Oh my gosh, I can't get rid of people, etc. And you have to be able to correct it as quickly as you made it, essentially. So we'll get into that a bit too. But obviously, we'll get into the basics of how to remove that concern, that doubt. We'll remove a lot of that doubt as we go through this. It's a lot easier than people think. I think people put a little bit too much significance on. Not that it's not important, but they put so much significance on it they start to doubt what they're looking at. That's the other side of it too. Is you'll be looking at something, you know what you're looking at, but then you start to talk yourself out of it.
Love it. And Jeff, some of the ramifications of failures of spotting these people who shouldn't be anywhere near the practice, either as staff or patients. You've been doing this for so many years. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, the
Sure.
horror stories. Why should somebody really spend the time to really understand this data? What are the consequences of not knowing it?
Well, here's what I would say, kind of a weird answer in the sense that people are willing to hurt themselves. I know that sounds strange, but what I mean is you hire somebody who's not working out and you can get short-sighted and think that the only person that's affecting is you. The only person who's affecting is you, this non-performing employee, this person who shouldn't be there. You think the only person it's affecting is you, but you're not looking at the other people that it's affecting, specifically the members of the team, the bonuses you're costing them, the turbulation in the workplace. You potentially lose good staff because you keep these type of people in the environment. You're not able to, you don't have the physical capability to observe the effects it's having on your patients. And then we always have after the fact, you had this perception about somebody and you knew they were a problem and they were there for too long. And then you start to find out during the aftermath of what happened, what did they do, how they negatively affected this person and the other person or whatever. And some people do that and they have a bit of a wake up call. Usually they don't, they'll just continue. Because again, you think the only person you're damaging is yourself, which, people are unfortunately willing to do that more than they are. Well, no, not unfortunately, but you don't want to damage other people. So, but you are damaging other people when you keep this going in your environment. You're allowing that to be perpetuated in your environment. And it's creating a lot more negative effects than you might imagine.
Love it. Well, I'm so excited to hear what you got to say, and I think everybody else is. Thank you for the time.
Sure, absolutely.